Pickle, let's go to the hotline, and let's bring in the head coach of the McAllen Memorial Mustangs down there in the Rio Grande Valley. We're joined by Coach Moses Patterson. Coach, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. Yourself?
Excellent. How are things in the beautiful Rio Grande Valley?
Oh, they're pretty good right now. Temperature's been nice.
I'm sure.
Starting to warm up a little bit, but going well.
Yeah. You guys didn't have to worry about snow a few weeks ago.
No, we didn't.
Coach, I want to ask you a little bit about 2021. It was a whirlwind ride for you personally and for the program as a whole. You take over in June. After Coach Patterson resigns, you take over this program and you lead them to the regional semifinals for just the third time in the program's history. I'm really interested in now that you've had a moment, you've had the interim tag removed, you've had a moment to look back on the 2021 season. How would you assess what you guys were able to do in under such strange circumstances?
Well, first, I just got to say it was just a magical season for us. Obviously, we'd like for it to go a little bit further than what it did, but in the very end, there's only one team that's actually really happy. But, just looking at the program itself, the kids that have been there, the coaching staff that's there, administration, just so supportive, the community, they want you to succeed. Everybody wants to succeed there. And just the resiliency of the kids that we have in the program that come out and, gone the extra mile, taking the extra step to do the little things and get us going in the right direction has just paid dividends for us.
You took over for Coach Littleton there in June. It was a late arrival. You were promoted from the defensive coordinator spot. I'm interested when you addressed your team as the head coach for the first time. What was your message to them? They were obviously familiar with you. You weren't some stranger, but what was your message to them when you talked to them for the first time as the head coach?
Well, I mean, the big thing that we wanted to push across the team was that, we're still here. The staff was still here, still intact. A lot of things are going to be the same, but we got to move on. We got to keep pressing, keep grinding, keep doing the things that we do. There'll be some tweaks here and there, but overall, just again talking about the resiliency of the kids and what they brought to the table and their determination, hard work, everything that we put on throughout the summer. Going into that season was going to be, the showcased.
Talking with Moses Patterson, the head coach of the McAllen Memorial Mustangs here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation and hashtag TF Today. Coach, you guys were able to obviously do some big things and make it to the regional semifinals, as I mentioned, for the third time in program history. I'm interested, was there a moment during the season or even in the offseason when it started to hit you that, okay, we might have a little something cooking here. We might be that kind of team that can make history down there in McAllen?
Yes, sir. So one of our program goals, has always been, it's not about we want to get this record or that record. It's always about being the best team in the history of McAllen Memorial, the school there. So, that's always on the plate for us. But I'd probably say the third or fourth game, we started to click a little bit. And we had some early struggles early on. We played Edinburgh Vela week one, and they were pretty primed. And, we were still adjusting to a couple things. But we learned from that. Whenever you get a chance to play a prominent program like that, you're always going to have a few takeaways to get better. But I think the staff really believed early on, and the kids really believed fairly early on that this could be that type of season, one of those special seasons. And like I said, we just bought into it, and we all came on board at the same time and got things rocking and rolling.
One of the places where you guys really took a step forward was on the defensive side. A lot of reasons why that was why that was the case. You guys were able to shave a full touchdown per game off of your points per game allowed average. I'm interested from the defensive side. As a defensive guy, what was it about your defense that worked for you guys in 2021 so well?
I think the big thing was we had a lot of team chemistry, team bonding. The year prior, we had a lot of new faces on the defense, and there were some kids that had come out from basketball that hadn't played in a while, but really just coming together, learning to work as a group. The big message we always send home is it's all about culture. It's all about family, the family atmosphere we feel there at Memorial, and building that family up and leaning on one another, really helped on that end.
On the other side of the ball, offensively, not sure if you know this, but you guys were one of 6 programs in the state to have 3 1,000-yard rushers between Max Elenez Choi, between Ethan Castillo, and Marcus De La Cruz. offensively, the identity was pretty clear for you guys. You guys were going to line it up and pound it at them. I have to imagine that you were pretty pleased with the way that your offense was able to come together in 2021.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I got tremendous amount of praise for those three backs and what they did back there. Offensive coordinator did a great job for us. But, you know, I really need to talk about our offensive line. Our offensive line is what put that whole thing together. Everyone wants to talk about our backs. And, again, they did a tremendous job for us. But it all starts up front. I'm an old line coach. And you know, I've always believed that, always will believe that everything on the offense starts with that offensive line. And we were fortunate enough to have a great one this past season that allowed for those guys to run everywhere they wanted to.
Yeah, they sure did. So now it's on to 2022, and I want to ask you, you know, obviously we're not going to ask you to coach a game for a few months, but do you have a feel quite yet on maybe how this 2022 team may be different from your 2021 squad?
Yeah, well, we'll definitely have some new faces on there, but again, the goal is going to remain the same. We're going to try to be the best team we can in Memorial's history and go from there. But kids are working hard. You know, they know what the plan is. They know what it is we want to do and what we're trying to accomplish, and we'll kind of take it from there.
And finally, Coach, realignment was a couple of weeks ago. 5A Division I in the Valley was always going to be a little bit interesting with a number of drop downs coming down. You guys get the aforementioned Edinburgh Vela and PSJA North dropped in your lap there in District 15 5A Division I. When realignment came out and you were able to get the packet, what were you thinking? Was this about what you expected?
Well, I really thought we were going to end up going west towards Laredo, the McAllen district, but you know, we got thrown here with Vela and the Tula Hoyas and PSJ North, and you know, it's a chance to kind of go back and kind of reevaluate some things and see what it is we need to get better. And definitely, whenever you get a chance to play teams of those calibers, it's going to make you better. So, you know, looking forward to it. I know Coach Kaufman there at PSJ North, Coach Campbell, Edinburgh Vela, and the rest of the district. They do a great job, and it'll make for some fun times this fall. Finally,
Coach, you guys were in December, thanks in large part to the fantastic 2022 one you guys did. You had your interim tag removed, so you're now the full-time head coach. So are you going to unpack now?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I work for a great principal, great superintendent, athletic director, and you know, I think they had faith in me from the get-go, and fortunate enough for me, myself, and the team, we were able to put a really good season together, and we're looking for many more. But, you know, it's all in large part to the community there. Just have tremendous support from everyone there in McAllen. So looking forward to some great things down the line here.
He's Moses Patterson. He's the head coach of the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. Coach, really appreciate your time. Congratulations again on a fantastic 2021 season, and looking forward to seeing what you guys do next.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
You too. There he goes. Moses Patterson, head coach, McAllen Memorial. Join us here on Texas Football Today. Hey, thanks for watching this clip here on YouTube. If you like this kind of stuff and you want more of it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, you can watch us live every weekday at noon at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, or here on YouTube. And if you want more of the best coverage of football in the state of Texas, check out TexasFootball.com and become a Dave Campbell's Texas Football Insider at TexasFootball.com/subscribe.